Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're uncovering one of the most surprising personal finance books ever written, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. When most people think of millionaires, they imagine luxury cars, big mansions, and extravagant lifestyles. But the authors spent years researching the actual habits of wealthy Americans. And what they found is shocking. Most millionaires live simple, ordinary lives. The real path to wealth isn't about showing off, but about discipline, planning, and smart habits. Let's dive into the timeless lessons from The Millionaire Next Door that can completely change how you see money, wealth, and success. Lesson 1. Millionaires live well below their means. The biggest myth is that millionaires spend lavishly. In reality, most of them are frugal. They don't buy new cars every year. They don't upgrade houses constantly. They often shop with budgets, buy in bulk, and focus on value. One study in the book showed that most millionaires drove used cars and lived in middle-class neighborhoods. They cared more about financial independence than appearances. Takeaway: if you spend everything you earn to look rich, you'll stay broke. The wealthy quietly build assets instead of buying status symbols. Lesson 2. Wealth is about net worth, not income. Many people confuse high income with wealth. The authors call this the difference between UAWs, under-accumulators of wealth, and PAWs, prodigious accumulators of wealth. UAWs earn a lot but spend just as much. They look rich but have very little net worth. PAWs may earn less but save and invest more, so their wealth grows faster. Example: a doctor earning $300,000 a year but spending $280,000 is poorer than a teacher making $60,000 but saving $20,000 every year. Takeaway: wealth is measured by what you keep, not what you earn. Lesson 3. Budgeting and planning are essential. Millionaires don't wing it with money. They plan carefully. They create budgets, track expenses, and set long-term goals. They don't overspend on lifestyle because they know every dollar saved today is a seed for tomorrow's wealth. Many people avoid budgeting because they think it's restrictive. But the wealthy see it as empowering. Budgeting gives them control over their money instead of letting money control them. Takeaway: if you don't tell your money where to go, it will disappear. Lesson 4. Start investing early and let compounding work. The book emphasizes that real wealth comes from long-term investing. Millionaires consistently invest in stocks, bonds, businesses, and real estate, often for decades. Even modest investments, when allowed to grow through compounding, become fortunes. Example: investing $500 per month at 10% annual growth becomes nearly $1 million in 30 years. Takeaway: the earlier you start, the easier it is to build wealth. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start now. Lesson 5. Millionaires value freedom over status. One of the most powerful insights from the book is that millionaires value independence more than looking rich. While others chase luxury brands, millionaires chase freedom. The freedom to retire early, spend time with family, and live without debt. Takeaway: ask yourself, do I want to look rich or actually be rich? Lesson 6. How they raise their children. Millionaires are careful not to create economic dependence in their children. They don't constantly give money or buy luxuries for them. Instead, they encourage responsibility, education, and hard work. The authors warn about economic outpatient care, wealthy parents giving too much financial support. This often prevents kids from learning discipline and building their own wealth. Takeaway: don't just pass down money. Pass down financial wisdom. Lesson 7. Millionaires are often entrepreneurs. The book shows that many millionaires are small business owners, not just high-salary employees. They run businesses like construction companies, car dealerships, or accounting firms. These aren't glamorous industries, but they generate consistent wealth. Even those with jobs often build side businesses or invest in assets. The key is ownership. They own assets that grow over time. Takeaway: to build wealth, think like an owner, not just a spender. Lesson 8. The frugal mindset. Frugality is a common trait among millionaires. But frugal doesn't mean cheap. It means spending with purpose. They don't deprive themselves, but they don't waste money either. Every dollar is used thoughtfully. Example: instead of spending $50,000 on a luxury car that loses value quickly, a millionaire may buy a reliable $20,000 car and invest the extra $30,000. Lesson 9. Time, energy, and money are connected. The authors note that millionaires understand how valuable time is. They don't waste energy on chasing status or comparing themselves to others. Instead, they use their time to improve skills, build businesses, or invest wisely. Takeaway: wealth isn't just about money. It's about how you use your time and energy. Lesson 10. Avoid debt like the plague. Most millionaires avoid unnecessary debt. They don't take out loans for luxury items. They use debt only when it makes financial sense, like buying real estate or growing a business. In contrast, many high-income earners stay broke because they're buried under car loans, credit cards, and mortgages for big houses they can't afford. Takeaway: debt for liabilities keeps you poor. Debt for assets can make you wealthy, if used wisely. Conclusion. So, what does the Millionaire Next Door really teach us? That wealth is not about luck, inheritance, or high salaries. It's about habits, discipline, and choices. The quiet millionaires who live next door teach us these timeless lessons. Live below your means, save and invest consistently. Value financial independence over status. Raise responsible children. Avoid unnecessary debt. Focus on ownership and long-term growth. The truth is, anyone can apply these principles. You don't need to win the lottery or earn six figures to build wealth. You just need to start where you are, be disciplined, and stay consistent. Remember, the real millionaire doesn't always live in a mansion. Sometimes they're the neighbor in the modest house next door. Want to build real wealth? Like, share, and subscribe to inspire your friends and family to live smarter and richer.